So when you're younger, people tell you to follow your passion. But nobody really tells you what happens after that. What happens when you spend years chasing creativity, working on props, costume, entertainment, art, and suddenly one day you wake up at 36 years old, restarting everything again. Not because you failed, but because life changed. And honestly, I think more people are going through this than we realize. For most of my life, I've always been drawn to creative things. Props and costume, design, art, entertainment. I love creating experiences for people. I love making things feel memorable. I love making things feel alive. And for a long time, I thought that passion alone would somehow create stability. Sometimes it did, most of the time it didn't. One thing I realized over the years is creative work is rarely a straight path, especially here in Singapore. At some point, reality catches up with everyone. You start thinking money, sustainability, burnout, the future, and whether you can keep doing this long term. And when you work in creative industries, these questions hit very hard because creative work can be emotionally rewarding and also emotionally exhausting. There were periods where I questioned myself a lot. Am I too old to restart? Did I waste my time? Should I have chosen a safer path? I think many people in their 30s quietly carry these thoughts, especially when you see everyone online looking successful. But behind the scenes, many people are rebuilding too. So the truth is that working in entertainment line, I've always been side hustling. And this store happened to also be one of these projects. I was learning how to do 3D modeling, learning how to enhance these skill sets, and then later on decided to develop this into a full-on brand with one of my friends. There are definitely good and bad days lah. So this little store actually represents something much bigger for me. It's not just a store. It's years of accumulated interest finally finding a home. Singapore culture, local humor, design and merchandising, there's a lot of storytelling and community. I realized I didn't want to create just for corporations anymore. I wanted to create things that felt personal. Things that connected to people's memories of Singapore. And honestly, being in a heartland neighborhood feels right. It feels a lot more human. We are more connected to the community. It's not polished. It's not luxury. It's just real people. Restarting at 36 feels very different from starting at 20. When you're younger, failure feels temporary. When you're older, failure feels expensive. You think more carefully, you hesitate more, and you compare yourself more. But strangely, you also become clearer. You stop chasing trends as much. You stop trying to impress everybody. You start asking, what kind of life do I actually want? And for me, I realized what I wanted. I want to do meaningful work. I still want to be creative. Slower living. I love riding my bike. And community. Community is important. Not necessarily looking for huge success, just something honest and sustainable. So one thing I've learned is this. Passion is important, but passion alone is not enough. You also need adaptability, discipline to work on your craft and go to work every day, emotional resilience. You face a lot of rejection when people don't want to hire you, and honestly, humility. Because life forces you to restart whether you want it or not. But restarting doesn't mean that your years are wasted. Those years become experience. The props and costume, the art and entertainment work, all of it shaped how I view creativity today. And I'm now simply applying it differently. I think society makes people feel like life should already be figured out by 30. But I don't think that works anymore. People pivot careers, restart businesses, and even rebuild themselves. Sometimes multiple times. So if you are watching this and you're feeling lost or you're rebuilding something, starting over later than expected, you're not alone. This little store here is my restart. And honestly, I'm still scared sometimes. But I think I'll regret not trying more than failing. So here we are. restarting at 36 and I'm 38 this year. And let's see how we go. I'm Shannon from Heng Sui Ting House, and our little store is right here at Mo Kio Avenue 5, Block 608. This will be my first video on this channel where we explore running a small retail store in Singapore, business realities, and rebuilding life maybe a little differently. Our products are also available online. I'll leave some links in the description below. And if you're interested, why not subscribe? I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye guys.